Hello and welcome to the third video in our series. I'm Arian Salgado, Solution Architect at Red Hat. And in this video, I will cover secure software supply chain. This relatively newer addition to DevSecOps architecture is quickly becoming a pertinent and integral part of security in DoD software factories. A trusted software supply chain gives organizations DevSecOps practices and tools that provide security for software components early in the software development lifecycle and automate security practices at every phase. Now, that is all well and good, but what does that even look like? And what does that even mean? Well, let's get into that. So first things first, what does secure software supply chain mean? A secure software supply chain is a comprehensive approach to safeguarding the software development lifecycle, emphasizing the verification of the security, integrity, and provenance of all components, ranging from tools and libraries to the code itself. It involves stringent security protocols at each phase to mitigate vulnerabilities and protect against unauthorized access or tampering, ensuring that every piece of software and its dependencies are genuine, secure, and free from harmful code. Incorporating software provenance into this framework is essential, as it allows for the tracing of software components back to their origins, reinforcing the supply chain's transparency and trustworthiness. While there are various tools to achieve this, there are three in particular that are quickly becoming the industry standard. There is the software bill of materials, often referred to as SBOM, a SHA-256 signature, and an attestation. And let's get into that. So let's start with the SBOM. So SBOM stands for software bill of materials. And essentially, it's a list of ingredients of a software product that includes binaries, libraries, and the such. Now, it's available in different formats. Right now, the two main ones are CycloneDX and SPDX, but there's others that are coming along as well. Now, the SBOM is mandated by the Executive Order 14028, which I actually covered in the short at my prior video. And also, one thing of note, this is just the list of the materials that make up that software product. It does not tell you if there's anything actually wrong with it. So it's just a list, you still have to work it. So this is what a typical SBOM looks like. So as you can see, this particular one, looking at the first line, this is actually in the CycloneDX format. And as you go through it, it is human readable. However, you can see that there are specific things that are actually listed there, such as components and dependencies. Now, this file can be thousands of lines long, so it's very important for organizations to have a way to digest that and actually fully process it to the degree that they need to. Now let's look at attestations. Now, what is an attestations and also what is provenance? Well, that's what this is all about. An attestation is an authenticated statement about a software artifact or collection of software artifacts. Now, you see in there that it says metadata. That's because this is data about the data. So it's not a readable file that you can just download and look at. It's something that is ingested by your system and processed. For example, an attestation might be exactly how an artifact was produced. It includes the build command that was run and all of its dependencies, as in the case of salsa provenance. So again, this is all about having provenance about it. Provenance focuses on documenting the origin and history of an artifact to enhance transparency and traceability. Extremely important when it comes to secure software supply chain. I previously shared this slide, which displays a typical DevSecOps pipeline. What you're not seeing in this pipeline, if you noticed, is the implementation of tooling to add secure software supply chain. Let's see what that actually looks like. Now here's a snapshot of what a full-featured pipeline looks like in a production environment. As we start from the left, you can see that we still have typical DevSecOps functions, such as your static code analysis, your image scanning, and your continuous development functionality, or CD, part of the CI/CD. But now you can also see that we have now added SBOM creation, image signing, and the creation of an attestation processes to this pipeline. Complete, this pipeline now meets all of the requirements outlined in Executive Order 14028. Now that we've taken a look at that, I have a couple of things of note. It is imperative that organizations have a way to process all the information contained in an SBOM once it's created. After all, what's the point of having a bill of materials if you don't have a way to verify its contents and provide remediation when necessary? Along with that, it is also important to be able to verify the actual pipeline itself. An organization's pipeline needs to have the ability to provide a consumable file that provides all the information for each step of its process. Think of it as a who watches the watchman type of concept. Now, how does Red Hat address this? Well, of course, we have an enterprise offering. Red Hat Trusted Software Supply Chain helps enterprises successfully adopt DevSecOps practices, consume open source code, and third-party dependencies safely and build security into the software development lifecycle. We integrate security guardrails at every phase of a DevSecOps framework to offer teams accelerated time to value for a trusted software supply chain that, one, prevents and identifies malicious code by using Red Hat trusted content, two, safeguards build systems by using Red Hat trusted application pipeline, and three, continuously monitor security at runtime by using Red Hat Advanced Cluster Security Cloud Service. Powered by Red Hat OpenShift, Red Hat Trusted Software Supply Chain brings together trusted cloud services and prescriptive workflows. By enforcing best practices with opinionated gates and security controls, we provide a high degree of confidence in continuous deployments. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you would like more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to Red Hat. We're more than happy to help. Have a great day.